Howdy folks, Fast Wheels here. Today we're at the 2024 Boston Marathon. This is the start of the handcycle division, starting out from Hopkinton, Massachusetts, and going all the way to Boston. I'm sure everybody out there has heard of the Boston Marathon. I'm doing this video as a guide to people who are in the wheel divisions, be it handcycle or push rim. I think there's going to be a lot of good, useful information in this video, if all else fails, just for how the course looks and turning points, landmarks, and such. Now, for the handcycle division, the first kilometer or so, we are led by a series of two-wheeled cyclists, and they are basically there to keep us in check. We are not to pass them. If you notice, there's hardly anybody, if anybody at all, pedaling at this point in the race. Once they peel off, that's when it turns into a free-for-all and you get into your groove and get going. We start out on a pretty good downhill, so this is an opportunity to get some speed up and to adjust and get in various positions that you require to help you to better do the race. You see, as right here, the cyclists have turned off and people are really starting to get onto it and give it the best they've got. Now I'm doing this as a voiceover and leaving the original sound so that you can get an idea of the crowds, all the cheering and the noise that's out there. And there are some areas that it is truly motivating and it gives you that extra bit of energy to push on that extra mile or those few more feet up the next hill. Now, through this course, we're going through several towns throughout Massachusetts, between Hopkinton and Boston. Just to name a few, you got Ashland, Natick, Framingham, Newton, which that's where the infamous Heartbreak Hill is. And there's quite a few others along the route. Now, as you see here, before too awful long, you're on your first hill, and it can catch some by surprise. Don't let your energy from the excitement get you to push out your power too much and wear yourself out too soon. You do have a long race to go, whereas this is mostly a downhill race. There are some pretty good uphills that will tear you up if you're not careful. As you can see here, there is just a very slight uphill, and if you're not really noticing too much as you're racing, you're really in the zone, it will appear as a false flat. So there are quite a few of these along the course, so don't be too surprised by them. They will reach up and grab you. Now, this voiceover thing here is still new to me. I'm still trying to figure it out, especially with leaving the original soundtrack in. So please forgive me if it's a little bit out of whack. I hope that my voice is coming through clear enough so you can hear it over the crowds. It's, I'm new to it, so please bear with me. here we're entering into Ashland, and it's mostly a flat area of the race. There are a few false flats here and there, but this is an opportunity to really monitor your power outputs and don't overdo it. I know, as all of you do, when you're on a flat, you're pedaling a whole lot more than you are with a downhill. So keep in mind your FTP. Don't go over a power level that you can maintain for a long time. Some of these flats are going to last for a long time. Some of these false flats are going to last for a long time. Some of these hills are exceptionally long. Keep all that in mind as you're riding. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with southern New England, this is a very beautiful part of the country. There's lots of rolling hills, lots of gentle curves along the roads, beautiful trees, and it's just, to me, one of the most beautiful parts of the country. Enjoy the scenery as you're going through this course. As you're going through, you're going to see lots of natural rock formations. You're going to see stone walls, which is a common way of marking off property lines in this part of the country. Over the course of the race, be sure to use drafting whenever possible. If you can find somebody who's maintaining a similar pace as you, work together so that you can extend your strength and power levels. Now, some people don't like it when you draft them, and they'll work hard to try and get away from you or to shake you off their tail. Rather than doing this, work together as teams. Now, further on drafting, don't be the person who's constantly allowing others to pull for you. This is just unfair, and it is just plain rude. Each of you should take a turn being up front and pulling. This helps both of you to maintain your strength. For if you just have one person pulling, you're going to wear that person out. And quite frankly, you're going to be considered to be a real a-hole. So don't be that one person. Share the load and take turns. Now, when you need to when you need to switch out, let the people behind you know that you need to. Commonly, that's by pulling to the right. And once you do that, the other people maintain the same pace that they're on, pass the lead, and the lead will tuck back into the rear. And you keep doing this in a series, depending on how big your peloton is. Sometimes your peloton's only 2 riders, sometimes it's more. Be smart.
Yeah, we're going about the same pace.
Yeah.
We can work together a bit. Tuck right in behind me.
Wait till we hit it downhill so I can turn down my music.
Oh, I was saying, just tuck in behind me.
Right. There we go. Music down.
Don't go behind me. You'll save
Right.
a lot of power.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, I kept the original audio track loud enough and kept my mouth shut so you can hear the conversations. Now, I, like a lot of people, will have my own music playing in my ears. It's always important to keep your music down to a level where you can hear people talking, but not necessarily so you can understand what they're saying. And you need to keep that in mind for when other racers are talking. If somebody is listening to the music, can't quite understand you, give them the chance to turn down the music before you talk with them. This man here was trying to communicate with me to work together at pacing with drafting. And he was honestly acting like I didn't know how to draft, which that's fine. There are a lot of beginner riders out there who really don't understand the aspects of drafting. Also, to keep in mind when you are working with somebody, don't push yourself so hard keeping up that you're going to wear yourself out, which that's something that I am in the habit of doing. And if you saw the person who was on the kneeler, I was trying to keep up with him, and he is going much stronger than I am capable of, and I wore myself out. And with this guy, you know, at first he was wanting me to tuck in, and then he just tucked in behind me, let me pull for a long time, and I got worn out, and he ended up going way past me. With racing, it's all about techniques and strategies. And quite frankly, I don't get the opportunity to practice drafting a lot. I'm one of the very few hand cycles in my area, and most people are in the same situation. So be ready to learn, talk to other riders. Everybody out there is willing to help each other. But as well with this, we're all looking for advantages. So we may try to psych each other out, do little tricks here and there to try and give ourselves a little bit more advantage. Now right here, I believe this is Framingham that we're in. And in Framingham, you're going to come across a few more crowds and a little bit more noise. Framingham has a lot of nice gentle curves in the road. The road itself is generally in good condition. Something you really need to watch out for in any race where you're at is watch your road conditions. Some areas have worse roads than others. Material roads are made out of, it all makes a difference. When you're up north here like this, you have freezing conditions, there's thawing, there's heavy rainfall. All this will affect the asphalt of the road. It'll cause frost heaves, potholes, and as the city maintenance works on it, they generally will just cut out the area, do a patch in it, and that can sometimes make the road worse. They do this as cost savings because it is much more expensive to repave a road than it is to do regular repairs. And in this race, you're going to see a lot of areas where the road is relatively fresh, relatively new, and then you're going to see some other areas where it's really bad. In my opinion, the worst stretch of road was in Brookline, and there were a couple of times where I fishtailed. And I'm not the fastest of the racers. My average on this particular race was 15.9, I believe. And there are some people who are just, they walk me like I'm standing still, almost 25% faster. So if you are a faster rider, be ready for that.
Hell yeah. Dad, can I have a new one for Christmas?
Now I know you can hear the different noises coming from my bike. I just want to explain that a little bit. My derailleur got bent as I was going up to the finish line is when I first noticed it. The day before when I put the bike together, everything was working fine. How it got bent between then and the time it was time to go start, I don't know. But it did happen. I do not suspect any kind of malicious intent, if that's what you were thinking. It probably just got accidentally bent in shipping from Boston to Natick, to Hopkinton, where we start. I did the best I could at the start line to straighten it out. It wasn't perfect. It made it so that I couldn't use first or second gear, and when I was in third gear, it was kind of loud. Also, when I'm going downhill, you can definitely hear it. It's I've got a very loud hub when I'm freewheeling. Some people think that's cool, that makes it a better bike or whatever, but I can't stand it. That's one of the negatives I see to the wheels that I have. Also, something else, not making excuses, but I had an issue about a week before the race where my hip went out. And for those who don't know, I am incomplete pair. I can use my legs a little bit. When my hip went out, I couldn't put any pressure on my bad leg at all. And it forced me to really abuse the heck out of my shoulders and whatnot. My rhomboid on the right side was out, and by the time it was race day, my right shoulder itself was just in total and complete agony. By the 10-mile mark, every time I was making a return stroke on the crank, it was like electricity going down it. On the flight home yesterday, I lost all feeling in the arm. It's starting to come back a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. That's part of racing. It's part of life when you are disabled.
Scratch my back and run your pretty finger through my hair. You don't want to do it.
At some point in time, you're going to be catching up with some of the push rims. They start out a good deal ahead of the hand cycles. And something that you need to keep in mind, hand cycles are an exhibition. We are not considered to be race competitors. The push rim hand cycles, push rim wheelchairs, however, are considered competitors. It is an official race for them, and it is recognized internationally. So it is the rules in every marathon that I know of that you give them a wide berth. If there are escorts for them on motorcycles and they tell you to back off, you back off. The majority of races, if you do not follow these simple rules, they will ban you from racing. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that we are representative of hand cyclists worldwide. And if we want to be included as an actual race category other than an exhibition, mind your banners. You are representatives of the sport.
Let's go Bruins.
mile 16, you enter the Newton Hills. In the town of Newton, there are a series of 4 hills, the fourth of which is the infamous Heartbreak Hill. Now, this is a total of 1.7 miles worth of elevation gains, going between mile marker 16 and mile marker 21. Mile 21 is the summit of Heartbreak Hill. You will know when you hit it because they have a nice little sign congratulating you on finishing it. In this section here, you're seeing that we are coming up to an overpass. This is going over I-95. This is a relatively steep grade, and depending on the weather conditions, it can be either extremely cold, extremely warm, there could be a strong crosswind. So keep your eye on the weather forecast and be prepared for whatever may happen here. Coming up on the right, you'll see a yellow sign with a picture of a fire truck on it. Use this as a landmark for a warning, because once you get up here, you're going to have the sharpest of the turns of the course. It is a sharp 90-degree turn, and there is a decent downhill leading up to it. Coming around this corner, if you're not prepared for it, it's easy to flip over. And in fact, this year, a push rim did flip over, and it happened to be the person who won the race. They were fortunate enough to make the recovery and keep on going. Also, through this area, you're going to start noticing more and more crowds, more and more cheering, getting you ready for the dreaded Heartbreak Hill.
You see your family back there on the right?
Huh?
You see your family back there on the right?
Yeah.
I know you really want to get the Achilles stuff with you.
You got it, guys.
Go.
more miles for the top of Heartbreak. Yeah.
Through this section you can see where the elevation gains for long distances are starting to take a toll. The guy you see me riding with through here, he's actually somebody who doesn't live too far from me. And he is a much better, much faster, much more experienced racer than I am. And in this area you can see the differences between his strengths and my strengths, his weaknesses and my weaknesses. And I honestly have more weaknesses than he does, so that makes him faster.
You'll know what we hit. You got it. Max is like a 5.4% grade. Oh, okay.
right here we are in the beginning stages of Heartbreak Hill. And as I pass by a push rim, once again, give them space, especially on these uphills because they have a hard time. Now Heartbreak Hill is 0.6 of a mile long. It ranges from a 4.2% grade to a 5.2% grade. So use your energy wisely. I don't know if you can tell, but right in this section, it is not only going uphill, but the road has quite a bit of a side slope to the right, and we're also going around a corner. All three are bad combinations for going up hills. Use your power wisely. Now, what I try to do when I'm in the Four Hills area, I try to set my wattage at a certain pace, something that I can hold for the mileage that has to be done. Even when I'm going downhill, I'm still pedaling, but I'm not pedaling as hard. I'm going into more of a recovery mode for these downhills, just to take advantage of it so that I've got a little bit more strength for summiting Heartbreak. Now, if you do this properly, you'll have every bit as much energy by the time you hit the top of Heartbreak as you had at the very beginning of the Newton Four Hills. Once again, work smart, not hard. the road at the traffic light is congratulating you on summiting Heartbreak Hill. It's been a long way coming, but from here on out, it's mostly downhill. There are a couple of small challenging uphills, but it's nothing really worth worrying about. Use this downhill as a chance to recover and to pick up some speed and just to maintain your overall pace for the race. Right here we are in Brookline. Note the rough road conditions. We are also coming up on an area where we're going to be making a left-hand turn over the tracks for the T. These people that are to the left, they are advising you to stay right. Now when you're in wheels, you obviously don't want to get your wheels caught in the tracks or get pinch flats from them. So take it easy. Go at a good angle through this intersection. There are quite a few tracks in through here, so be ready for it. Use your intelligence and don't be too zoned out on the overall race as to keep your eye on the road conditions. Now also, as we're going through Brookline, we're getting closer and closer to the finish. It's just a few miles away now. These streets are going to be more and more lined with people. You're going to see the T towards the left. And I've noticed, I don't know whether it's my imagination or not, but it seems as if it slows down or comes to a stop as we're going through. Almost as if they have their riders watching us race. Now, it could be all in my mind, but it's something I like to think of. We're almost there. This is the home stretch. As we get closer and closer towards the finish line, you're going to notice more and more crowds building up. Now this is where being a slower hand cyclist helps, because the slower you are, the more crowds you're going to be. Well, not a lot of people are out early enough to see the push rims or the hand cycles cross the finish line. Up ahead on the left, you can see the Sick Go sign coming into sight. You also have a relatively steep hill, which is an overpass. Keep in mind, you are almost there. Summit this hill, you make a short jog to the left, and you're going to have a right-hand turn, then a left-hand turn down to Boylston Street. We're almost there. Keep up the strength. Keep up your heart, and just be ready. Gentle left coming up here. You're going to be going underneath the bridge. Use the downhill to your advantage to pick up some speed so that you have a good amount of momentum as you come out of this bridge. If you do this wisely, you shouldn't have too much energy expenditure going up this little hill. It's maybe a short one, but it is steep. And up here we have our final right. There's a short uphill, which of course with every marathon there's an uphill just before it's time for the finish line. Once you get to the top of this hill, it's left on Boylston Street and on to the finish. with the finish line in sight. For me, it's just a hair over 1 minute to cover this distance. Some people will be faster, some people will be longer. Take this time to consider where you can really pick up your speed. Once you're ready, pour it on for that victorious finish and start thinking about your finish line photo. Some of us have our set poses, some don't, but it is an opportunity for victory. Now, once again, I wish to bring up the push rims. Coming up on the finish line, push rims make a good cash prize. This is for points for them. If you see a push rim ahead of you, like I have right here, slow down, hold back, let them finish. You don't want to get in their way or interfere with their finish in any way whatsoever, in any shape whatsoever. This is very important. And it's also good manners. They are slower than us, so give them the right of way, so to speak. Listen to the crowds here screaming and hollering and hooting, cheering us on. Listen for your name. This is what it's all about. After the finish line, don't stop, don't make any sudden moves. Stay at a nice, steady pace. This is where safety is of the utmost importance, so that you don't hit one of the event staff members, so that you don't run into another racer. This is time for you to just enjoy life. Head up ahead here, you're going to see where it's our turn off to the right. It will be well marked and well directed for the wheelchair athletes to go. And once we are off the beaten path, this is where we'll get our medals